Welcome to the Gulenko.com Business and Recruitment Show. I record these completely unscripted. Today's show is about the perfect cold mail. How do you craft written outreach that actually gets considered by the reader? Nowadays, active outreach is basically the most important component in business development, recruiting, sales, you name it. So the way to make it right, to get a reply, to not spam people, is very simple actually, and it is surprising how few people follow it. The perfect cold mail has exactly 3 elements, and they are ordered in the following way. Personalization is number 1. The ask or offer is number 2. And the call to action is number 3. So let's talk about each. The personalization can be as simple as, hey, you studied at this university. Or back in the day, it was enough to say, hi, first name, blah, 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 blah. This is what everybody still does as personalization nowadays as the minimum. But yeah, nowadays we have AI, scrapers of profiles, we have adjustment to automatic adjustment, right? But people are not dumb. They can tell, right? If I get an email of, hey, Iwan, I see you are founder of CoderFit, Gulenko.com. I can tell, all right, the person just scraped all, business owners. Or if I get an email, hey, software development in Switzerland, then I also know the net was casted rather wide. So to have me read your cold mail, I expect you to at least do something like, hey, Iwan, you've been a programmer for many years. Now you run a recruitment agency for 10 years. Then I can tell, well, if this is done by artificial intelligence, it's really good, right? That's not because there's not many people who were programmers, but now they run recruitment agents. So this is the first sentence. I will continue reading. In almost every other case, I will not. Sometimes people will still continue reading because they are bored. They'll read anything they get into their email inbox because they are bored. The reason why they scroll short form video is exactly the same. And this is why the majority of cold mail is still not personalized. Because it works. If you send a stupid cold email, hey, do you want to buy this pill for certain dysfunction, starting with V. I don't want to say it because maybe this content gets then flagged or something. If you send this to 1 million people, somebody will buy and click and stuff. So the same here. The cold mail in 2024, November, December, is so bad because it still works. Because the cost of sending to 1 million people is almost the same as sending to 100 people. None, right? Just to get more email addresses. So how can you stand out as a company that is hiring specific profiles, somebody selling a service, somebody trying to maybe even apply for jobs by sending cold mail? This will definitely work too. So few people do it. I'm actually surprised. All right. So you have to have certain form of personalization, right? You can focus on the first name and say, hey, Lucas. I think Lucas means light tower in German. And then you send a cold mail to all Lucases in the region where you're hiring, selling something. Even the stupid thing, a person named Lucas looking at the mail will think, they thought about my first name and, associated something with it. That's cool. Okay, let's go to the second part, the offer or the ask. This is the most annoying part. All right, you might recognize actually the pattern. Something good, something bad, something good at the end. It's the same as salary negotiation, where you say, hey, I really want to work here because your team, we get along amazingly. We spent the day together. Hey, I want more money. and hey, I really can help your clients problem with Java Spring development. I really did that up until today, every day. So here's the same. Personalization, ask, which must be, appropriate. For example, we just had a campaign where it's like, you are like, do you want to be our light tower? So, hey, Lucas, your name actually means light tower in German. Do you want to be our light tower in application management? And in Switzerland, application management means like something very specific. It's like a senior support, like with responsibility. It's very clear. People know what this is. It's only in IT. So like, I do not need to explain more. So I say, hey, do you or anybody you know, this might be another extra thing which can fit, but might not, interested in developing your career with our job offer? That's part 2. Now comes part 2. Actually, this was like, I can't explain like now in a general audio show about this because we would have to look at the specific roles to make this part interesting. Number 3, very important, the simple ask. What we do is we say, hey, if this sounds like interesting, click here. And then it's like whatsapp.me, phone number, ? text, and then the first name of the person or the LinkedIn as a text, so that if the person clicks the link, WhatsApp web opens or WhatsApp on the phone opens, and the message to us is pre-filled with their name, Lucas so-and-so, or directly their LinkedIn or their email address or something, so I can match the phone number to the person. Because if the person just sends me, hi, I do not know what is this about. So by having the channel switch to WhatsApp from email, from LinkedIn, cold mail, InMail, to like another medium that is better for phone calls, I lose the contact to the profile of the person on LinkedIn, on email. So I need to reestablish it, but I can't have the person do it for me. So I, again, make it as simple as possible. One click, ua.me/+41779869000 is my phone number, ? text equals name of person. People nowadays cannot comprehend if stuff is 2 clicks, right? Or a reply where they have to type. And even if when it's because of about jobs, you can expect such behavior, right? So we do it 1 click. They click this button, WhatsApp opens, text is pre-filled, and okay, it's like 2 clicks. So now they have to send actually. That's 2 clicks. But the more you go above, if it's now suddenly 3 clicks, or they have to like reply to you or send the resume, this is too much work nowadays. They will not do this because they don't yet know you. But the moment they established a secure connection to you through a medium where calls will go through, and it's very easy to follow up, they cannot ghost you that easily. I mean, luckily, actually, nowadays, that didn't happen for a long time, that people really, really ghosted, like, okay, here, this is the job, are you interested in applying? And then they're like, don't talk to us. This happened before, but now not anymore. I think because our internal recruitment process has got much better. We always call earlier and we tell people what we do, who we are, how many hundreds of reviews we have for our work. And then people have trust. They don't, just like behave in a super, super bad way anymore. This happened before, but not anymore so much. Yeah. So I'm super happy about that. So these 3 parts is what you need for a proper cold mail. If you do this, like part 1, personalization, part 2, the ask, that is like specific to the business, where they can see that you know what you're talking about. And number 3, simple, super duper maximum simple reply. Actually, the last part, the reply, is, repeat. It's like WhatsApp me here or reply directly to this message. So I give people, actually, I have a little bit explained it not correctly. So I give people the option, right? I give people the option of WhatsApp, but not the obligation. I say, please, or on this other thing, right? So that is what gives the results if you give people options, right? But not too many, because then they will be confused. Right now, we are testing out this 2-option version, and we are getting better results than with the stuff which is more general. All right. With this in mind, have your cold mails be personalized. Number 1, the ask must be clear and short. Number 2, and the action item or request for action or call to action needs to be there. 1 or 2 options to read back to you. And with these practical, useful words, I leave you and wish you a good rest of the day. Thanks.